Hey, welcome back to day 2 of the Gentle Core Yoga Challenge. If you haven't watched day 1 yet, go back and check it first. We learned how to test for ab separation and practice the foundation of deep breathing. Today, we're building on that foundation with a gentle 10-minute sequence to begin reconnecting with your abs, pelvic floor, and full core system. Remember, this challenge is safe for beginners, postpartum recovery, or anyone looking to strengthen their core in a mindful, effective way. No equipment needed, just your body, your breath, and your focus. So to begin, we're coming down onto our back, lying flat on your back, knees bent, placing your hands on your belly and your ribs. As you inhale, expanding through the ribs, letting the belly soften. And then as you exhale, gently drawing the belly button toward the spine and lightly lifting up through the pelvic floor. Keep the shoulders and neck relaxed. We'll take 5 breaths here to switch on the deep core. Keep it going. Deep breath in as you expand the ribs, softening the belly. And then slow exhale out as the belly draws in, pelvic floor lifts, zipping all the way up through that center line. As you continue with this, seeing if you can keep everything else in the body relaxed, bringing your mind to the core, imagining there is that corset that is wrapping around, drawing everything into the center line. Relaxing the pelvis and isolating those core muscles. Now we're going to bring in some heel slides. So placing your hands lightly on your lower belly, taking a big breath in, and then as you exhale, sliding one heel slowly along the mat, extending your leg while keeping your hips stable. And then inhale to bring it back, switching to the other side. We'll continue with this, really connecting your breath to the movement. Slow and controlled. Inhale as you start to draw in, and then as you exhale, sliding one heel slowly along the mat, keeping those hips and pelvis neutral. And then inhale to bring it back in. Seeing if you can keep your pelvis very still, not using your lower back in any way to move this. Syncing the movement with the breath and keep it going. Awesome. And we're finishing here and we're going to come into pelvic tilts. So staying here, feet hip width apart. Inhale to prepare, and then as you exhale, gently tilting your pelvis, flattening your lower back into the mat, and then inhale to release. And then doing that again. So as you start to exhale, you're gently tilting the pelvis, tucking the tailbone so that you are finding that the whole back is flattened down into your mat. And then as you inhale, you are releasing and allowing the pelvis to relax so that you then have that little space underneath the lower back, a little tiny arch there. That's your neutral pelvis. So you're continuing with this gentle pelvic tilt. There is the option to lift into a small bridge if you feel stable, squeezing the glutes and then lowering with control. Otherwise, we are continuing with that very small pelvic tilt. So you aren't bringing anything up off of the mat so much. It is all about connecting your breath with your core. So continuing to exhale, gently tilting the pelvis, flattening your back into the mat, and then taking a deep breath in as you start to release and let it go. Everything else in the body is relaxed, jaw relaxed, back of the head relaxed, back of the shoulders. Bringing your mind to the core, mind to muscle. Amazing. Now we're going to move into our next exercise. So you are drawing the right knee in, and the left foot can stay on the mat, or you can extend that left leg if you want to deepen the stretch. So either holding on to behind the knee or maybe hugging the front side of the knee or shin, drawing it in and finding that connection here of core. So keeping the core connected as you draw the knee in towards the shoulder, and taking a deep breath in and a full breath out. Relaxing everything else in the body. Beautiful work. Taking a few deep breaths here with us. Really connecting to your core. And then if it feels good, you might circle the knee around. So taking the hand onto the kneecap and gently circling the knee in one direction, then the other, keeping the foot relaxed. Breathing deeply in, fully out. Finding a little rotation into the hip, relaxing the tummy muscles for a moment, and breathing deeply. And then we'll come to the other side. So slowly lowering the foot and finding that core connection, belly button to spine as you draw the left knee in. Taking a moment here, either bringing the hands behind the knee or the front side of the knee. Maybe the right foot is on the mat, or maybe you're extending that right leg for a deeper stretch. And drawing the knee in as you breathe in, feeling the belly expanding, and then as you exhale out, belly button to spine, feeling that connection here of the core, drawing in and up. And then maybe you're finding those circles on this side, taking the hand to somewhere on the knee and finding those little circles in one direction, then the other as you breathe deeply, finding a really full belly breath. Breathing in and releasing all the way back out again. Beautiful. When you're ready, floating the foot all the way down, keeping the core engaged and finding any movement here through the feet and the toes that feel good. And then finding a gentle rock from side to side with the knees. Maybe as well, you might let the head roll over to face the opposite direction to what the legs are going. And finding some really deep breaths in through the nose, expanding the belly all the way out. Ribs expand, heart center expands, and then exhale, exhale, releasing all the way back out again. Keeping this going, moving in a way that feels amazing for you, letting any tension come out of the tummy muscles, any tension out of the glutes, the jaw, the muscles of the face. Taking some time here to completely relax, and then we're coming all the way into our final resting shape, our Shavasana. So extending the legs out. If it feels more comfortable, you might bring a pillow or a couple of bolsters underneath the knees for some support, or even bringing a pillow behind the head. Taking the hands onto the belly, relaxing everything out. And just taking some really deep breaths here, breathing deeply in, and then maybe exhaling out the mouth, sighing out the mouth as you just let the whole body relax all the way down, heavy into your mat. Beautiful work today. You've just completed day 2 of the Gentle Core Yoga 7-Day Challenge. These movements may feel small and simple, but they are incredibly powerful for building your deep core strength, improving posture, supporting the pelvic floor, and laying the foundation for a strong, toned, and functional midsection. When you're ready, I invite you to continue on to day 3, where we'll gently progress these movements and challenge your core just a little more. Take your time, listen to your body, and move forward when it feels right for you. And here's a tip. You can repeat and rotate the 7-day challenge week after week for as long as you like. That's how you'll truly sculpt and strengthen your abs and core over time. These workouts are designed to be safe, effective, and progressive, perfect for postpartum recovery, beginners, or anyone wanting a flatter belly and stronger center. Don't forget, you can also combine this challenge with the many other free yoga, Pilates, and full body home workouts here on my channel to create your own balanced fitness routine. So take a moment now to thank yourself for showing up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in day 3 of the challenge. Together, we're building your strongest core ever. One breath, one movement, and one day at a time.